Hey everybody! So, we're reading the Quran, and it is Sura 83, titled Tatfif, or Dealing in Fraud. But it also says here, Mutaffifin. Then before we get started, A'udhu billahi minash shaitan al-rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Number 1. Woe to those that deal in fraud. To those who, when they have to receive by measure from men, exact full measure, but when they have to give by measure or weight to men, give less than due. Do they not think that they will be called to account? It's like he's calling out the finance industry. On a mighty day, a day when all mankind will stand before the Lord of the worlds. It reminds me of all those scammer telemarketers that call you and say you owe the IRS money. There's a lot of scammers going on right now trying to scare you into giving up your information so they can take your money. Reminds me of that. Nay, surely the record of the wicked is preserved in Sijin. The record of the wicked is preserved in Sijin. And what will explain to thee what Sijin is? There is a register fully inscribed. The Quranic language. Fully inscribed. Woe that day to those that deny the day of judgment. And none can deny it but the transgressor beyond bounds, the sinner. When our signs are rehearsed to him, he says, Tales of the ancients. By no means, but on their hearts is the stain of the ill, which they do. Verily from the light of their Lord that day will they be veiled. Further they will enter the fire of hell. Further it will be said to them, This is the reality which ye rejected as false. Nay, verily the record of the righteous is preserved in Iliyin. So there's Sijin, Iliyin, and what will explain to thee what Iliyin is? There is a register fully inscribed, to which bear witness those nearest to Allah. Truly the righteous will be in bliss, on thrones of dignity will they command a sight of all things, that will recognize in their faces the beaming brightness of bliss. Their thirst will be slaked with pure wine sealed, the seal thereof will be musk, and for this let those aspire, who have aspirations. With it will be given a mixture of tasnin, a spring from the waters, whereof drink those nearest to Allah. Those in sin used to laugh at those who believed, and whenever they passed by them, used to wink at each other in mockery. And when they returned to their own people, they would return jesting. And whenever they saw them, they would say, Behold, these are the people truly astray. But they had not been sent as keepers over them. But on this day, the believers will laugh at the unbelievers. Sort of a righteous justice. On thrones of dignity, they will command a sight of all things. Thrones of dignity. Will not the unbelievers have been paid back for what they did? Thrones of dignity. Sijin, a register inscribed for the good and the bad. Remember that from before. Lights beaming from the faces. Smell of musk. Some yummy water on a fountain. They had not been sent as keepers over them. Return in jesting. That does happen. It does happen. It does. People. Sadly, I used to do that too. I used to mock. When I was going through my atheist, militant, nihilistic pessimistic face. Feel sad about it now. Misery loves company, right?